Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing update number 2 on my project planning. If you want to see how I've been getting along with these items, just stay tuned. All right, you guys, so I have some exciting things to go over with you regarding my project planning items that we have going so far. So what I'm going to do as always is just go through the way I put on my makeup and go through those items and tell you how much usage I've gotten out of them, where I am with them, how I'm feeling about them, and all that good jazz. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing I'm excited about is that if you saw my empties video, you would know that I did complete my Marc Jacobs brow. It is not clicking up anymore, so this is all finished. So excited about that. One thing down, you guys. So I'm super excited about that. Last time I had this, I was at 9 usages, and I was able to get 5 more usages out of this before it was completely gone. So I'm glad that I was able to use it and enjoy it. And I don't know, Marc Jacobs makeup brand itself had, went away, and I heard that they was going to be trying to come back. So if they do come back and they do carry that pencil, I did enjoy it. So I would recommend it if they do come back out with that formula and that item. Like I said, I did enjoy it. So the next thing on the list is my Gimme Brow Benefit. It's starting to look a little rough here, but it's the number 4. The number is about to fade away. I have continued to use this, you guys. I have continued to use this one religiously, and I have used it, what do I have here? A total of 14 more times in addition to my original. So now I'm up to 21 usages with this gel, and it still is picking up quite a bit of stuff on here. So I think it's going to last me a while. But so far, so good. I do like the gel. If you can, it is in my eyebrows. Every time I do my eyebrows, I utilize this gel. So far, so good with that. And then my KVD brow pencil. Well, it's not my brow pencil, it's my brow gel. So my Kat Von D brow gel pomade in super brown and medium brown. That's where that is looking. And I told you guys the last time I only had used it 5 times the month before. I've gotten up to 19 usages on here, so a total of 24. But as soon as I finish that Marc Jacobs brow pencil, I start digging into this one, so I know for sure that I'll get through it. But so far, so good. It is a color that's in my brows today, so I know I've been enjoying it. So far, like I said, so far, so good. The Marc Jacobs eye primer, it has been getting very well used. I didn't mark it the last time, you guys, so this time I decided to mark it. So that's where I am with it so far. So making my way down. When I started this project, it was full. So I'm getting good usages out of this. I'm excited about it. 16 times last month, 25 times this month, for a total of 41. I am enjoying the primer. It's doing wonderful. I've tried it with all different types of formulas and textures and everything. And so far, with me having oily eyelids, it's been working out pretty good. But like I said, again, this is a Marc Jacobs item, so we'll see if they decide to come back up with this one. But this one is the Undercover Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. And like I said, I've been enjoying it so far. So far, so good. And then we have the Makeup by Mario one, which I haven't gotten any use out of it yet. So it still looks the same. So just moving along past that one. I'm sure I'll get more usage out of that one, especially once the other eye primer runs out. And then my Too Faced concealer. So let's go on to that. The Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Warm Sand. that's where I am now. So you see the progress I made so far on this one. It's been doing pretty good. I've been enjoying it. So far so good. And then on the Pretty Vulgar one, I normally use this in conjunction with the other one. That's where I am with that one. I use less of this one and more of the other one, but so far this one was in number 8 in the Pretty Vulgar. And we're gonna move on to my onesies, my single eyeshadows. So starting with Glamethyst from Marc Jacobs, that's this one here. I used it 1 additional times. This is a beautiful shade, you guys. So a total of 2 so far, and I wanted to get 10 usages out of these. So far 2 from that one, and the same for the Glam Noir from Marc Jacobs. I used that additional 1 time. So it's up to 2 as well. And then the Hourglass, I hadn't used it all, but then this month, I used it 3 times. And this is such a beautiful shade. So I am enjoying this one. Like I said, I wore it 3 times this last go around, and I am enjoying it. It is beautiful. I've had a couple of compliments on that one in particular. All right, then we have the Sydney Grace ones in Dragonfly and in Flamethrower. In both of these, I did not use them anytime this time around. So this is the Dragonfly one that has the green with the purple flip in it. That is very beautiful. And then the Flamethrower has that violet shift in it. So I have not used those any time this time, but Dragonfly so far I've used it once, and Flamethrower so far I've used it twice. So still getting good usage out of those. The Natasha Denona one in Ultraviolet. This one I did use once this month. So far we have 1 usage on that one. It's a beautiful shade. And all of these are easy to work with, I must say. So I enjoyed those. The Chartreuse one from Pat McGrath. I did not get any usage out of this one, but I did get usage out of the Platinum one, this one here. So this one, 1 usage out of that one. And then this Chocolate Gel Liner, I have not used this one yet either. So moving along with that, the palettes. So the Mini Lila palette, I've used 2 additional times. So that's what that one looks like. So this has a total of 4 usages. I wanted to get 15 usages out of this palettes here, the smaller palettes. And then the Cranberry 5-pan Cranberry palette, I got 3 additional usages out of this one, which is a total of 6. Total of 4 in the Mini Lila, total 6 in Cranberry. And then the Tom Ford Argentine palette. In this palette, I got an additional 2 usages out of this one, so a total of 6 so far. And that is a beautiful palette as well. Enjoying that one. The Supreme News, I really enjoyed this last month. So how many times did I use this? 14 times. So that says a lot about how much I enjoyed this. You know, I shied away from this palette thinking, oh, it looked boring and I didn't think I was gonna like it. I love this palette. It is beautiful. So 2 times the first go around, 14 times this last go around, so a total of 16. So I've technically have met my reach goal for this that I wanted to reach for this, but I'm keeping it in here, you guys. I love it. I want to get some more usage out of it, so I have met my goal on it. So I'm going to give myself an additional usage goal, and I'll think about what I want that to be and share it with you at the end. But 15 usage goal, have already used it 16 times, 14 of which was this past month. Love it. It is a beautiful palette. It is well slept on, I would think. All right, so then the next one I have on here is my Viseart palettes. The Milieu one is the one that has more of the deeper colors in it. This one I used once last month, but this month I used it 5 times, so that's a total of 6 usages so far. And then the regular neutral one, I used it 9 times the month before. I used an additional 8 times. So so technically I've met my usage goal on this one as well. And I'm actually thinking about giving this to one of my family members, because in my Beautylish box, I got another one of these. It was a 25th anniversary one of their palettes, and I believe it's the same exact palette, just in different packaging. So I'm thinking about passing this along. I love it, but I don't need 2 of them. So, but I did meet my usage goal on this, so I'm super excited. It is very handy for when you have, like, I was just showing you those onesies, those single shadows work perfectly with this. You can pull, I'll show it back to you guys. But all of these, don't be deceived by what they look like in the pan. They blend beautifully on your eyelids. They're very good crease shades and blending shades for any single eyeshadow that you have. And it's a variety of colors to choose from. You got your lighter shades that can be good for helping blending out some of the darker shades, or to be on your brow bone. And then this whole bottom row here is like a cooler tone row. That's good for any of your cool tone or neutral shadows. Then you have your more warmer tones here. It is very versatile. So I've been enjoying that one and the Milieu palette. But I have met my usage goals on that one as well, 17 total. So let's move on to the Natasha Denona number 10 palette. This one, I used 2 in the month before, but this month I used a total 5 additional times. So 7 so far in this one. I've been enjoying this, you guys. It's been a good palette so far. And then on the Pat McGrath Decadence palette here, I've used this an additional 2 times, which gives me a total of 6 so far. So far, so good on that one. And then my purple, my Z palettes. The purple Z palette here that I have. I've used this 5 times this past month, giving me a total of 7. I had a 20 usage goals on my Z palettes. So far I have 7 on the purple one. And then on the Sydney Grace one, it has a lot of my greens and neutral tone, earthy tones. I used it once the month before and twice this month. If anyone want to know what's on my eyes, today is actually one of these shades. Let me pull it out so I can tell you what it is. This is the shade Chameleonaire from Sydney Grace. It has a flip to it, but that's what's on my eyes today. It's a beautiful shade, but it has that nice green gold flip to it. But that is what's on my eyes today. And so far I have a 3 total usage out of that palette. So now we're done with the eyes. So that's exciting, you guys. 2 of the palettes I have used already, reached my usage goals on it. Yay. Give myself a pat on the back. All right, Editing Charlene stepping in right here. I forgot to share with you guys my usage goal on my Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is the palette of Pops. Didn't use it any the first update. In the second update, I have used it 5 more times. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury palette of Pops. I've used it a total of 5 so far. And you can see I'm getting a little dent going on this shade here especially. And I got some usages out of this one and this one as well. But I had wanted to hit pan on one of these. And so far, 5 usages. And if you want to know, actually, it's on my eyes today. Back to the other video. All right, so going along, these 2 essences from Pat McGrath that I told you guys that I wanted to use up, they are used up. They are gone. So excited about that. One of those was in my empties. The other ones I was still using by the time I filled my empty. So the other one will go in my next empties video. But they're both used up. So I'm happy about that. That one is gone. The Milani primer is whenever I did the check. This is black, so I didn't mark it. But my Milani primer is right here now. When I was testing it out. So far, so good. I'm getting good usage out of that one. And the Farsali primer, you could probably kind of tell, but I marked it in case you can't. It's right there now. So this was a full bottle when I first started. So making progress on that one as well. The Drunk Elephant SPF. Drunk Elephant one I used once. So not worth marking it right now, but it was interesting. It was all right. It's not something that, you know, I'm used to, so I'm still getting used to it. But I did try it at least once so far. My foundation is next. My Cover FX foundation is here now. And this one is in G80. So almost done, you guys. Almost there. So I'm super excited about that. Kapari SPF. Still working on that one. Cover FX Warm Honey Blush. The dent is getting bigger. You see that? Cover FX highlighter. I think I used it one other time, but it's still got quite a bit in there, but it's marked this time. Along with the Say highlighter. It's here. And then my Natasha Denona face palettes. So let's go through this one. The first one, let's go with the Bloom. Bloom I used 4 times before, and I used it an additional 1 time. So it was a total of 5 so far. I wanted to focus on using the creams in this one. And then the Love Pink palette, I used an additional 1 time. So that is giving me 2 usages on that one. The tan one, I think that's my favorite. I've used additional 2 times, giving me a total of 6. And the Nabla bronzer, contour bronzers. This one is in Soft Revenge. The writing is definitely going out of that one now. I used this a total of 7 more times, so this is giving me 15 usages. So that's Dune and that's Soft Revenge. I wanted to try to hit pan on these, especially the Soft Revenge. So far, name is gone and there's a slight dip. So excited about that. And then my powders, my Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. This one I had to redo because I was already hitting pan all the way around. It was hard to get the stuff around the edging, so I was able to get all the stuff out and move it in the middle. So that's what it looks like. It looks a little crazy right now, but that's how much is left in there. So I definitely have been working on finishing that one up. And then my Bobbi Brown one in deep 4 has gotten a bigger dip in there. You can start seeing the second little ring around there, so you know I'm making a bigger dent on that. My Too Faced powder is there now. This one is in translucent, but you can kind of see it's got a little dent going. And then the Chanel one I really been using and loving. It's here now. So this is the one that was in the universal shade. You could kind of see there how much I've been using on that one. So overall, the next thing is my lips. The lip gloss and Love Child is there now. So about halfway down the line. Then we got the M11. That's at a 1/8 of an inch. This one is almost gone. Excited about that. And then the M401. Have made a little bit more progress on that one. It's at 3/8 of an inch. Doing good on those. And then the Verve satin lipstick is right at a 1/2 of an inch. It was a slightly over 1/2 inch last month. Now it's right at 1/2 inch. And Rebel is just slightly less than the other one, but it's pretty much close to what it was last month. I used it on it a couple of times, so it's not showing much of a difference centimeter wise. And then we have the Trooper Black and Matte Brown eyeliners. I used the Trooper Black and the Matte Brown. I used the Matte Brown twice, and I've used Trooper Black 3 times. So total of 4 in the Trooper Black and a total of 2 so far in Matte Brown. So overall, you guys, making good progress on everything in my project planning. Some things are empties now, which that is exciting for me, because some of this stuff is just sitting in my collection. So glad I'm getting use out of them. Glad I'm enjoying them. Gotten compliments on several of the eye looks that has been done using some of those palettes. So they are very good items, and I'm glad I'm getting myself to using those and not just sitting there saying how pretty they are and not wanting to use them. So I encourage everyone, if you have any items that's just sitting in your collection and collecting dust, take it out and use it, because that's what you bought it for. You bought it, so use it. So if you like what you saw in this, my update number 2, and my progress that I made on any of these items, share your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And other than that, you guys, thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.